And why are we here? Is our purpose to work from 9 to 5 or 9 to 6 or 9 to 9 for someone else, pay our bills, and then die? Is that our purpose? If you really think the answer to that is yes, then you wouldn't be in this room. You're here because you believe that there's something more than that. And there's this allure, this glam associated with apna dhanda. For some of you, it's a shock. For some of you, it's a driving need. Like there's a कीड़ा. It's almost like getting a virus. ये जो entrepreneurship का जो कीड़ा होता है ना, इसको सही तरीके से कीड़ा इसीलिए बोलते हैं. तो एक दफा लग जाए ना, आपकी जिंदगी अदाब हो जाती है उसके बाद, और ना सिर्फ आपकी पूरी फैमिली की. I'll share a personal anecdote with you. I've done a few startups. One of them actually bankrupted me. And when I say bankrupted, I mean sell your house bankrupted. So I was in a situation where I owed creditors a stupid amount of money. This is 2012, 2013. Taqriban $1.5 lakh in those days. It's quite a lot of money. And so eventually I sold my house in Canada and paid off my creditors, because it was either that or run away and hide under a rock for the rest of your life. And I wasn't raised that way. That's not in my value system. So alhamdulillah, I was able to buy my wife another house 5 years later. But 5 saal badi aziyat na guzre. As you can imagine, rozana aapko sunna padta hai. I sold my house because घर तो बेगम का होता है ना, आपका थोड़ी होता है. आप तो पेमेंट करते हैं सर. So there is a, like I said, a dark allure to being an entrepreneur, but it is not for everyone. And the amazing thing about the Founder Institute is that unlike almost every other player in the ecosystem, the Founder Institute does not focus on a company. It focuses on an individual. That's why it's called a Founder Institute. So the idea is to make the people in this room and other people who want to start a business into better founders, more professional, more likely to succeed. Now, the odds are, unfortunately, you guys know the statistics on startups and failure rates and all of that stuff. My stance is that yes, success and failure lies in the hands of Allah and a lot of other conditions. Market conditions, competition, your cash flow situation, all of that stuff. But then there are people who are taking an idea and focusing on it in a professional and structured manner, and they're making it successful. You can see them, they're in the environment. Some of them are in this room right now. Right? So the Founder Institute is what we call a pre-seed accelerator, which means when we look at the ecosystem, there are 4 types of companies in the ecosystem, right? The first one is the idea generators. The second one is the pre-seed accelerators. And in the pre-seed acceleration space, the Founder Institute is unrivaled. So we have more than 200 chapters in 200 cities around the world. We've done more than 4,000 startups across the world. And the Founder Institute has raised almost $1 billion in funding for those startups. Almost $1 billion. And that's a significant amount of money. And that $1 billion of equity that they've raised has actually translated into a valuation of almost 20 billion. So if the Institute gets behind your idea and really likes the idea, they will introduce you to angel investors, VCs, those kinds of networks. And if you get funded, then yes, they will ask you for a percentage of your business. And I'll talk about that because that's something that I want to address with you up front. What does that actually mean? But, you've seen some of these companies. Udemy, sabne naam suna hua hai. There's a video on the website from one of the founders of Udemy. Agar aapko mauka mile, just go to fi.co/overview और overview के अंदर पहला वीडियो जो है वो हमारे यूडेमी के फाउंडर का है। अच्छा जी, can we okay. Whoa. What's happening this week? Okay, perfect. So this is what the Founder Institute calls the equity collective. So FI will ask you for 4% of your business, whatever business you set up. And it's not that they will ask it for free, they will actually pay you for it. 1% will go to FI, 1% will go to the directors. So in our case, it will be 3 people. 1% will go to the mentors who are giving their time and energy during this course. And 1% will go to every single member of the cohort at the time. So if there are 25 people who are working in cohort 1 starting in January, all 25 of them will have a share in each other's businesses. And the reason for that is that we're trying to build an ecosystem that supports each other, and so you have a vested interest in helping everyone else to succeed as well. It's not about you succeeding and someone else failing. No, there's no involvement on the director side. They don't ask for any management role or anything like that.
What would be the role
Right. And so actually this is 4% up front, but it gets diluted down to 2% as you go through your fundraising process. So again, whatever the valuation of the company will be at various stages, and that is the rate at which FI will acquire this percentage from you. So it's not like you're gifting them anything. Agar aap, let's say, X valuation पे जा रहे हैं, तो 0.04x जो valuation होगी, वो FI आपको pay करेगा to take that 4%, with the understanding that it will then get diluted down to 2% as you go into Series A or Series B funding and so on. Okay, so that's a great question. For those of you who couldn't hear, the question was, how do companies get valued in Pakistan? इसके ऊपर हम बहुत मज़ीद बात करेंगे. But in a nutshell, I met a person 2 weeks ago who came to me and basically मेरा 1 घंटा उन्होंने कान चबाया और उसका लबोलबाब ये था कि मेरी जो कंपनी है, it's worth $20 million. That's a nice round number, $20 million. It's a lot of zeros, and especially when you convert to PKR, it's hundreds of millions of rupees. I actually started laughing. I was like, dude, you have a spreadsheet. Are you selling me a spreadsheet for $20 million? Like, are you crazy? There's no proof of concept. There's no path to profitability. You have no idea how you're actually going to structure this business 6 months from now. And you want $20 million for this Excel sheet that, dude, I have 25 Excel sheets. At this rate, I should be worth at least $500 million US, not Pakistani. तो वो काफ़ी ऑफेंड हो गए. मैं कहा नहीं, आपको मेरा आइडिया समझ में नहीं आया. मैंने कहा मुझे आपकी बात समझ में नहीं आई. आप क्या चाह रहे हैं? So please understand, ये जो वैल्यूएशन का गेम है बहुत अट्रैक्टिव लगता है, but as some of our founders will share with you today, setting up a business is one thing, and taking it forward to a valuation that makes sense is another thing altogether. वरना तो हर बंदा इस वक्त जो है 2-2 महीने पे धंधा फ्लिप कर रहा होगा. So normally, I think if you're in Silicon Valley, the flip time is around 3 years. But 3 years from the point where you start making money. You can keep talking about it, you can keep losing money, you can keep hemorrhaging. That doesn't really count. आप सबने Uber का तो नाम सुना होगा. Uber went for a historic IPO. The valuation of the company was $75 billion or something like that. They launched at $45 per share. They are down to 30.
very positive example of Vivo. I think condition was 47 million, now they are like
Actually, I think there's that. So WeWork was a very recent example. It wasn't 47 million, it was 65 million at one point. The business model was, if you show it to any accountant in the world, they will fall over laughing because anywhere in the world, if your revenue is going like this, your cost structure should be going like this. So at some point, you actually make money on the product. At WeWork, the revenue was going like this, it was 70% growth, 80% growth. Cost structure was going like this. Which means that the more you sell, the more you lose. And you have to give it to the founder that. It's that the whole business model didn't make sense. And you had a founder who was a salesman. He was able to apparently convince everyone that this somehow, in his world, it made sense. And so when the valuation started dropping and sanity started prevailing, this gentleman had to leave his outcome. And by the way, he got paid $1.7 billion for leaving his company. I think that's a win for someone. But actually, he's being sued by the investors, so I doubt if he's going to see all of that money. So. But the thing is, there's a difference between the hype and reality. And with many of these startups, the hype tends to overtake the reality of what's happening. Coming back to the Founder Institute, I'm not going to speak for much longer. What I've learned, I came back to Pakistan in 2017 after spending about 21 years outside the country. When I started working with startups, I started working with mentoring individuals. What I realized was that the level of professionalism of potential founders or actual founders in Pakistan is quite low. And there's a huge disparity between the way that people approach starting a company, bringing an idea to life. So the Founder Institute actually gives you a structured 14-month approach to building your own business. And when you end this semester, you will have a company set up. Sorry, did I say 14 months? 14 weeks. Asif was like, no, I didn't sign up for 14 months. Yeah. I will be here. So 3.5 months. Thank you. 14 months. That'll be a hell of a long program. So 14 weeks. It will be held on Saturdays, and our partners in this are KSPL. So the actual classes will be held at KSPL on Saturdays between 11 and 2. If you're not willing to commit 15 to 18 hours a week to do the work required for the course, it will not be beneficial for you. Please do not think it will just come in on a Saturday and that's your commitment for the week. आपको शाम को रात को काम करना पड़ेगा. And the thing is that if you are setting out to become a founder, you should be ready for that anyway. Because when you start your business, there is no 9 to 5. It's 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Even 9 to 9 p.m. क्योंकि आपका धंधा है, आपका बच्चा है, अगर आपका बच्चा बीमार है या नहीं चल पा रहा है, उसकी टांगें खराब है, बाजू में कुछ मसला है, आप कैसे सोच सकते हैं जब तक कि वो मसला हल ना हो? That's the challenge. So becoming a founder is not something for people with heart conditions, for people with whatever condition you like to think of, put it to one side and say, yeah, if I'm committing to this, then I'm committing to this. The target is to have 25 people in the cohort. We've already had 2 or 3 people who have passed through the testing stage and all of that, and actually they've registered already.
People gone through the testing.
18 people have done the test and passed the test. How many people here have actually taken the test online?
Already paid.
Already? Excellent. So the test takes 1 hour. And I'll tell you what we test because it's
Thank you. It's a psychological test as well. So they're actually testing to see whether you have the aptitude to become a good family.